So here's my match view for Frankfurt versus Arsenal. What a win. 3-0, boys. Absolutely buzzing. Come on, you Gunners. We needed that.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Yeah, what a game that was tonight. I mean, it surprised probably a lot of Arsenal fans tonight. Going into the game, looking at the kind of like the team sheet, I didn't kind of expect much. I thought even kind of get out of here with a draw, that'd be even a bonus. But the boys put on a big performance tonight. But going into that sort of game, and the start of the game was a bit kind of like, we were sitting back. They were kind of like targeting Chambers, and you know what I mean. But what I did like from the start of the game as well, our first goal kick we get, instead of kind of playing out short and putting ourselves under pressure, first goal kick, I recognised it, we went long. And I find that even when we were going long, that it was a case of like a few clear-cut chances, not clear-cut, but kind of like half chances we got like from like sort of them long goal kicks, and we're playing it long. I thought to myself, I don't mind the kind of like the short ball, whatever you want to do, but don't do it all the time. And Arsenal's first goal kick today went straight long, and that's what I like about it as well. But then going into the game, you can kind of see that Frankfurt were kind of like targeting, like I say, targeting Chambers, and he was kind of getting caught out a few times. But what I didn't mind is what he was doing is, as long as he's playing them out wide, if you're playing them out wide, don't mind that. If they want to swing the ball in, let them swing the ball in. At the end of the day, when the ball gets swung in, it's 50-50. We can clear it, they can score. And you know what? As long as you're not getting beaten as a right back or whatever, or left back, as long as you kind of make them cross, whatever you want to do. Sometimes you have to cut out the crosses, but if you cut out the crosses, fair play. If you don't cut the crosses, there's still going to be like chances for us to clear it in the box anyway. But yeah, going into that one, I didn't mind them kind of playing it. And Frankfurt are putting a lot of crosses in, but nothing came avail of it. And so I don't mind that sort of situation, as long as we kind of like don't get beaten and then put ourselves under pressure where it's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Then I don't really mind that. But then going into the sort of game, we kind of started getting into the game and looking at the sort of like young players like Willock and Saka. Saka didn't have the great start. He could have played Aubameyang in for that kind of one-on-one, but you know, he was a bit too slow at the start. But the minute the kind of game kind of went on, he kind of was like proving me wrong. He was kind of like growing into the game, and yeah, he picks the ball up in the midfield, runs at the players and plays in Joe Willock, and yeah, Joe Willock takes his, you know, he gets a bit lucky as well. But you know what? Sometimes you need a bit of luck. The way we've been going this season, we probably needed that little bit of luck. So yeah, we go 1-0 up, and you know what? We kind of coasted it through to half time, and it wasn't so bad. Then going into the second half, you kind of see that Frankfurt come out really quick. The first 5 minutes, I think they had about 3 or 4 chances, but that was a kind of case of like going out wide, and they were shooting from out distance. They weren't really kind of getting in behind the kind of defenders. I did see kind of like the likes of David Luiz kind of getting caught a few times, but you know what? We got away with it tonight a little bit, but we probably won't get away with it a little bit more. But David Luiz got caught a few times, but you know what? I don't really mind that. We got away with it, like I say. And then, like I say, we kind of like waved the kind of, got over that kind of pressure for the first 5 minutes, and we started growing into the game, and we were getting the chances as well. And you know what? One thing I will say as well, Saka's and Joe Willock, standout players tonight. 2 young players, and there were 2 standout players for me. Literally, you would swear that they were the kind of more experienced players, running at players, not even kind of scared to run at players as well. Literally running at players. You know what? And that's what I like. These guys are like 18, 19 years of age, and they're running at players. They're not just kind of like playing the easy pass and stuff like that. But then we kind of like bring on the sort of like the likes of Pepe and for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe had a decent game. He didn't have too much of a kind of like thing, but you know, you can see that he was kind of like running that play as well, but he wasn't as threatening as the likes of, say, Saka and Joe Willock. And you know what? That's what I'm trying to say. When you kind of see like the likes of Pepe coming on and all that sort of stuff, but it was just a decent game, and it was like looking at the likes of the kind of chance that with not chance, but like the one when Saka kind of had the ball and he picked it up, and you can see that the man was on the yellow card, and you know what? That's what I'm trying to say. With Saka, he's running him, and you know what? He drew the foul, and you know what? Fair play to him. He got him sent off, and you know what? That kind of gave us a bit more space, and then lucky enough, Pepe comes on, and you can see that the defenders are dropping off, and you know what? He played it into Saka, and what a beautiful goal, man. And that's what I'm trying to think. Do you kind of like, he's pushing for a start like on Sunday against Aston Villa as well, and he's only 18 years of age, and then the game was kind of like dead when sort of like Aubameyang puts it in, and it's like, that was it, easy peasy for the rest of the night. But going into that sort of game, I'm really happy. You know what? Boys proved me wrong. And you know what? I can't be more prouder than the boys. And I'm so happy to kind of like get that win after kind of like not winning for the last 3 games. So going into that game against Aston Villa, I think these young boys are pushing for a start. Looking forward to seeing what they can kind of bring. Like I say, you've got to play these boys a lot more. And you know what? They seem to be doing the job, and that's what I'm going to say. They're not scared to kind of run at players. So I'm looking forward to the Aston Villa game, and hopefully Emery will give these people, like these kids, a chance. So yeah, how's everyone else sort of thinking about tonight's game? What a game it was. Like I said, they all proved me wrong, but yeah, really proud of the likes of Saka and Willock. I'll kind of like say them two probably like man of the match for me. Joe Willock, I think he came off a little bit early. I know Ceballos came on, but Joe Willock was, you know what, he came off like with about 61 minutes gone or something like that. I don't think he should have came off. He was still kind of really threatening for the team. But yeah, them two boys are stand out for me tonight. Like I say, how's everyone feeling about the game? Let me know in the comments below. But you know what? We're back to winning ways. Hopefully we move on to Aston Villa on Sunday. Keep the winning momentum going into the Nottingham Forest game. Keep them winning. And then go into that Man United game away, which would be our toughest game in the next sort of like 5-6 games. So yeah, back to winning ways, boys. Come on, the Arsenal.